Hey YouTubers, welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going back into the Amazon tool deals, checking out some of the tools and items that I've found for this week. These are either going to be items that are on sale, items that even at their full price or list price I believe to be good deals, or tools or items that I find interesting and would like your guys' input on if you guys have used them. So first up is a brand that I don't know how to pronounce. Doing Wills, I don't know. So Amazon has a bunch of different variations of this same cord reel, pre-wired or not wired, and there's a wide variety of prices. This I feel like is a good deal. Even at the list price of $53, this is still a good deal. You're getting a 60-foot 14 gauge 3-prong cord with 4 outlets that are protected built into the reel. This is great for my situation. I just picked this one up. I'll have a video on it coming here soon. So if you guys want a little bit more in-depth video on this, I will have one out in a week or two. But this works great for my situation since I have limited outlets in my garage that I can actually use. And a lot of the times I'm using an extension cord, it's actually outside. And right now or previously, I was just using one of those cheap wraps that you wrap the extension cord around. And I didn't want to get one that mounts to the wall because, like I said, I use it primarily outside. I didn't want one of those cheap plastic internal reel ones just because that's limited on length, as well as a lot of those are kind of cheap and kind of janky to me. So you can get these in many different variations. You can get all metal construction. This one has a plastic reel on it, but it's still very durable. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. The outer cage is metal tubing, and then you have 4 outlets, a fused reset, and a switch. Here you can see some of the information on it. So this is a weather-resistant vinyl thermoplastic standard junior. So it's good for up to 300 volts AC. And it is weather resistant, but that is specifically talking about the cord itself. The reel is not weather resistant. So basically those outlets are not, it even states on the back, do not use outdoors. This can be used outdoors. Obviously don't use it in the rain or, in a puddle of water. Here's just a little bit more information on it. So I've had this thing a couple weeks and just did a review on it. I still got to edit it and get it posted up, but you guys will see that here soon. Overall, I'm very happy with it, and it works extremely well for my needs. This has 4.6 stars at 890 ratings and is at $50 down from $53. They do get much cheaper if you get them without the pre-installed extension cord. You can also get this one with an 80-foot installed on it, and then I'm sure if we just scroll down, see, like, I didn't want one like this, and there are some very, very cheap options out there as well. And then this was one of the other ones I was looking at, but to me, just the price variation, I'm perfectly happy with the one that I decided to go with. And this one is the design that I would love to use, but wouldn't make much sense to have it here in the garage if I'm constantly using it outside. Next up is SK's brother, Duratech. This is the 3/8 drive impact universal joint socket set. This is a 16-piece set, all metric. It is from 8mm to 24mm. They are chromoly, and they do come in an EVA foam tray. So if you can justify the space, then I love EVA foam organizers. Some companies do better than others in keeping everything nice and kind of tight, so the EVA foam trays don't take up a huge amount of space. This one's decent, not the best. There is a decent gap there in between and extra up top that's not really necessary, and they could stagger them, but it's definitely not the worst that I've seen. So if you can afford the space, I think this is a good set for the price. And it is a no skip set until you get to 22. So it goes up to 24. The only one you're missing is a 23mm, 360-degree swivel, 6-point design, black phosphate finish, laser etched. There you can kind of see the internal spring design on it. There you can see all the sizes down below. This has 5 stars at 23 ratings, so rated very highly, not rated a whole lot. But honestly, I don't know if I've seen this set around. This may be a newer item from Duratech at $80 for this type of impact socket, that is actually a really good price, especially for this size of set. Now, granted, Duratech is not like, your high-end stuff. It's definitely, they have some decent quality stuff. You have to pick and choose from their stuff. They do have some cheaper stuff. They do have some very good stuff for the price. It all just depends. I think this is one of them, being chromoly, a good size range. Like I said, Duratech isn't one of those that like I rank really high up there or anything like that, but I also believe them to be much better than a lot of the extremely cheap sets that you may find on Amazon that is a brand name that you've never heard of. So I think for the price on this size of set for this style of tool, you're getting a good deal, but I'm sure we will see deals on this as well, probably around the high $60 price range to low 70s, which would be a really, really good deal. The 11-piece set is at $58. Then we have the Wera Craft Form Compact Stubby, and this is one of them that I would highly consider if you're one that uses a stubby screwdriver. I actually prefer a stubby screwdriver anytime possible. I just feel like I have much more control over it, and that's just something that I've grown to kind of use most anytime possible. The only time I'm really using a longer screwdriver is when it's absolutely necessary. And the quality that Wera has, I'm extremely happy with their screwdrivers. I have the PB Swiss that is just like this with the little carousel in the handle, and I'm very pleased with that as well. And I think I paid $30 for it. This one is at $24.20, down from $31 list price. And this has 4.8 stars at 776 ratings, and definitely one to consider. Wera is a brand that I've used for many years. Not a whole lot of their tools, but I do have a handful of their tools that I've been very pleased with. And I don't think I've ever had a tool from them that I haven't been pleased with. And there you can kind of see how the carousel pulls out, and then it kind of also rotates as well to help you get at those bits. And it does include bits. It doesn't state which ones are included, but there are 6 pieces. Overall, a good design, a good brand, and good quality. Last up is a product from Capri Tools, and if you guys have been following the Amazon Tool Deals videos, you guys know that in the recent ones I've been trying to throw a long double box end wrench set into these videos of varying quality and price, so I can kind of show you guys what Amazon all has to offer and kind of my thoughts on them. Some of them that I've used, some of them that I haven't used, but kind of giving my thoughts on which ones are best for DIYers or specifically professionals, or one that may be good for both. And the previous one we went over was a cheaper one around the $40 price range. We're also doing non-ratcheting and ratcheting ones. This is another non-ratcheting one from Capri, and this is going to be a much higher quality, cleaner version of what we looked at previously, and is obviously just over $100, not on sale. On sale, you may see this closer to the $100 price range, but I don't think you see this set on sale very often. Either way, even at this price, I think it's a really good set. I've been very pleased with all of my Capri tools that I've owned so far. This has 4.8 stars at 169 ratings, and they also have different size sets as well. And here's basically the same set, but this set down here for 120 is going to go up to 24 millimeter, and this one that we're looking at now goes up to 19 millimeter. You have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You can see the 16 and 18 are on one wrench, and 17 and 19 are on the other, but you do have a full set, no skips here, whereas I believe the other set, it is still a 6-piece wrench set, so it does have some skips in it, if I remember correctly. But these wrenches, I think the ones that we looked at first were the Horse D set, and the Capri is going to have a much cleaner finish, not just on the chrome, but the overall wrench machining and just the cuts and edges and the fitment is just going to be much cleaner and much higher than what we had there. Whereas that was a good, really good set for if you're a weekend warrior DIYer that you just would like to have a long double box end wrench set to have around. that would be good for. Whereas this set, it's still not very expensive. It still falls in the quality range that's going to be fantastic for weekend warriors, DIYers, and it's still going to be good for the professional field as well. Day in and day out use, I don't think you're going to have an issue with these, especially being a non-ratcheting version. When you get into the professional field, what you're going to have to worry about is a ratcheting version of this, where that is what tends to fail on cheaper ones. So that's when you get into the professional field and you're looking at a ratcheting style of this wrench set, you're going to want to go with something higher quality than the no-name brand ones that you find on Amazon. But we'll go into more of those sets throughout the next few Amazon videos, where we'll be going over many other different brands and quality ranges of these styles of wrenches. So that is it as far as this week's Amazon tool deals. If you guys would like to pause, you can read a little bit more information on this set, but I would not be afraid to buy this set. I have a few different wrench sets of this style, and I think this is a good one. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this week's Amazon tool deals. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up. Also keep in mind, all of these products will be linked down in the description for you guys with their own independent link, and then I'll have 2 additional links that are labeled tools and tools continued, where you will find a long list of tools that I've went over in the past or other tools that I suggest. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.